Hello everybody, I hope you're well. This is Sohrab Vazir, and today I want to conduct a policy analysis and review regarding the UK's Innovator Founder Visa. First and foremost, I shall state that I'm not an immigration advisor or lawyer. However, I am a business consultant that does work with migrant founders, as well as a veteran of the UK's immigration system when it comes to business visas, as I settled in the UK through my PropTech startup in the preceding years. So let's get into it. I want to focus on a number of issues when it comes to the Innovator Founder Visa. So this video may resonate with some viewers, but primarily it is intended for policymakers and people who are involved in the latter. So let's talk about it. I have previously made videos, expressing my personal opinion on the Innovator Founder Visa, which I believe to be flawed in several aspects. So today, what I want to focus on, allow me to look at the script. What I want to focus on is the Endorsing Bodies. And I also want to look at the endorsement criteria, and particularly the criteria of innovation. So let's get into it. Number one, this is a point that I have repeated in the past, and I believe that having only 3 endorsing bodies for this visa pathway may not be the wisest commercial basis, because having more endorsing bodies means more expertise on certain business sectors, as it was the case with the previous Innovator Visa. Now, I am aware that one of the issues in the previous pathway was conflict of interest among endorsing bodies. So we do presume that there is some basis for these endorsing bodies being reduced to 3 as it is now. However, speaking of conflict of interest, one question that I've had recently, and this may be relevant in this setting, is what would happen if there are 2 competing businesses that apply to different endorsing bodies? How would that work exactly? Because I've gone through the policy document. It may be my mistake, but I haven't been able to find an answer to that question. So that's just one. The other point is the criteria. Currently, there is 3 factors used in the criteria, which is innovation, viability, and scalability. With viability and scalability, I believe that they're very reasonable, so we're not really going to focus on those. But before I go into the innovation requirement, I wish to discuss the potential of adding additional factors to this criteria. For example, we can look at the Canadian Startup Visa. There are numerous ways that startups may qualify for that visa, and one of it is funding, which is securing funding either from angel investors or venture capitals. Now, if you are a founder or if you have experience in this domain, as I do, you will know that securing funding is not an easy task. And if a business or a founder is able to secure funding, that certainly reflects competence on them. So the fact that this is absent in the current policy is a major flaw in my opinion, and I believe it can be an added criteria. Furthermore, now let's go into the innovation criteria. The problem with innovation at the moment is it's rather vague. It's not really clear what constitutes innovation. So the innovation is really subjective to the endorsing body's review and stance. So let's say if we had, a specific benchmark for defining innovation, let's say the business had to have a patent, which we know most businesses will not be able to secure one. Or say there were certain factors that were could be even points based, such as, trademark registration, existence in the market already, or as I said, funding. That would make that requirement a lot more clearer. At the moment, it's not. And another point that I wish to refer to, which I have spoken about before, is, defining innovation, looking at the current narrative around it online. One question that is asked in terms of defining innovation is, replicability, the ease in which a business can be copied. The problem with this is that, I have to counter this with another question. Easily copied by whom? Because a business can require, certain skill sets, a new idea. So it could be tech-based. So it's not easy to be copied by the average person. However, that business, unless there is some legal barrier, can be easily copied by a competitor with more resources or an entrepreneur with lots of money to throw around. So that's pretty much the points that I wish to cover in this video. I do welcome further discussion on this, and I will make sure to share more videos on this. Thanks for watching.